Hello traders, Dan here. Let's take a look at the markets for February 7th and the new trades recommended in our 2 advisory letters. Spiders here. We mentioned in our weekend letters that this was a big, beautiful turn. We nailed it. We profited very well on the bearish gap down. We put on a couple of shorts, which we've been managing some, trail stopping some. And in the weekend letter, we said over Friday's high, we were short-term bullish, under Friday's low, short-term bearish. Just to go deeper into this, and I don't know how far deep. So today we have an inside bar. It gapped up, but it closed under the open and weak. So this is a great continuation type of setup. Diamonds here, look, they came a whole lot closer to that, but same bias. Qs, again, got closer to these. So if the Qs can take out today's high tomorrow, again, we have a bullish bias. Maybe, I don't know how far it'll go, maybe just to the gap fill, and then we see if it's going to roll over again. IWM was the strongest. It actually closed above the open there. And made a higher high, higher low bar. The markets were it was kind of a crazy day. Here's 15-minute chart, this dotted line, this is today. So it was just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Then it finally collapsed, small little breakdown failure, back up. Bulls were regaining control here, nice red bar ignored breakout. Looked like it was going to move higher into the close. And then the last 45 minutes, I don't know where it came from, but that really caught the bulls right there. But we call that a 180 reversal, a breakout failure, and then just for it to slice through the new lows like that. So that's going to leave tails on a couple of things. But let's look at the new trades we gave today in the swing and options trader. NET was in the weekend letter over Friday's high. We had a beautiful, open $7 gain in moments. So we sold half into strength today, and then I had moved the stop under intraday pivot. But we're out of that at an average gain of $5.40 a share. That looked great. Overstock, little bottoming pattern. We bought over Friday's high. BMY. This was almost the best long setup that I found over the weekend scanning. It's kind of a head and shoulders, left shoulder head, right back up. Red bar ignored from last Thursday. Bearish gap down, closing with a bullish engulfing bar. That was a beautiful setup. So we bought the 5-minute high in BMY. That looks great. Siri. We shorted some $6.50 puts, and I gave this into both letters. One was for 2 weeks out, and one was for 1 week out. And the weekly options trader, OIH. OIH is the oil services ETF. This is like an ascending triangle breakout. It was consolidating up here after this. This was a buy setup, gap reversal buy setup when we nailed this sector also. It's been consolidating, breaking out daily, weekly, monthly. We actually gave that to our ETF trader also today to buy that. But in the weekly options trader, we gave it as a put spread, $5 wide put spread, the 225s way down here at the 20 MA. So 225, 220 put spread, took in 55 cents. Boeing, a lot of kind of the leisure things, like airlines, some hotels. Boeing here, we're doing well. So this was big bullish move here, negating these nasty red bars. Went sideways for 3 days, and we sold a put spread on that for next week. The 202.5, $10 wide for $1.05. Bitcoin was strong. Let me start with that. Bitcoin here, it had the breakout last Thursday. It continued strong today. So we finally got some gap breakouts on some of the Bitcoin stocks. Mara, we shorted a put spread. And these are all for Friday, the put spreads on the weekly options trader. We did the 23.19, but we also gave shorting the February puts in that Bitcoin, the 8,000 puts for $5. Riot is in the same sector, HUT's in the sector, MSTR, MicroStrategy's in the sector. We're already short puts on this one, so that's why I didn't want to obviously give another one. BBBY, we did a put spread, the 1513, under last week's low. I'm back to Bitcoin. Coin, another bottoming pattern here, gap little breakout with a price void. We sold the 172.5 $10 wide on that, and those were all the trades in the weekly options trader. But we're fairly active. Let me just, since I have your attention, go over a couple on our watch list for tomorrow. Amazon here, big old gap, two topping tails at the declining 50. We'll be looking to sell out of the money call spread, maybe over the, anywhere over the 200 here is in alignment with major resistance, and Amazon's always pretty juicy. Abbott, ABT, sell setup, bearish engulfing, closing under those three green bars. That looks lower under the low. LVS, they had a big earnings gap here. It's consolidating, has room to run on the weekly chart. And look at some of these hotels: Hilton, Hyatt, Marriott, MGM. MGM's at the top of the so ignore that one, it's at the top of the range. Cruise ships, CCL had a really nice day from this buy setup here, higher low, 50% retracement. If we can get a 1, 2, 3 continuation, inside bar in the upper third, that will be great as a continuation for Wednesday. Slob, SLB, another oil services that's on our radar, pulled back a little bit, but this one looks great as a directional also. CMRE broke out. See if we can get a 1, 2, 3 on that. Sting, I would also love a 1, 2, 3 on that. Big bottoming pattern above the 20 and 50. ZBH had earnings today, or lack thereof, but it's a breakdown, daily, weekly, monthly. Look at the big volume there, nasty topping tail that on the weekly chart. Looks like it can fall, to $100 or so. Piton gapped up on kind of some buyout rumors. It has earnings, I don't know, either tonight or tomorrow. But we'll keep an eye on that. It's a nice bottoming pattern, so if as long as it holds up after earnings, I'll be looking to sell a put spread on that. JP Morgan, a 1, 2, 3. We'll keep an eye on that for directional, provided the banks, XLFs. Well, XLFs has rallied a little bit, but JPM might play a little bit of catch up, as we say. MSGS, some in the green room, we're trading that today. Prudential, if it could consolidate a little bit more, I was hoping for a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 on that, but it needs to consolidate a bit more. Twist, it was trying, closed with a topping tail. SIBO, I was hoping that was going to be a 1, 2, 3, but it gapped up too much. And we're going to keep an eye on the marijuana sector, MSOS. It's not ready, still in a nasty downtrend, but it's showing signs of stabilizing. I know it's done that so many times before, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. So that's it. Hope that helps. Good trading. That's our bias for tomorrow with a couple of watch list items, and we'll be in touch as always throughout the day in Telegram.